Hello everybody and welcome back to the MSL third season. As we see the standings, the Fast Pharaohs have a 1-point lead over the Fan of Flashes at the halfway mark. And after a very long break, we're finally back for Tower Duels, and Coco is joined in the commentary box with me today.
Yes, hello there everyone, as we're now entering the second half of Season 3. This event was in the quarterfinals, so these marbles have done it before, as we're going to see our test run between the Continentals and the Spicy Ramen Beard shows how it will work to start off with a tower-like section and then end off with a Gravitrax-like section, which can cause some teams to overtake each other a lot here.
Yeah, the course is almost the exact same as the qualifiers. The Gravitrax section was changed a little bit to make the paths more fair. But you can see the Continentals there won that heat pretty easily over the Spicy Ramen by, looks like 4 Gravitrax lengths. As we go from Tut to the Fast Pharaohs and Moss from the Mossy Maniacs. The Mossy Maniacs, I think, won this event in the qualifiers, and the Fast Pharaohs are their league leaders. So as we go down, they're about even as we enter the Gravitrax section. It is a locked race right now. They're step for step, but the collision there, and it's going to allow the Fast Pharaohs to take the win.
And that is going to be huge for the Fast Pharaohs, considering they are leading the championship as of now. Fortunate for the Mossy Maniacs to get out here. It looks like they are even with the Fast Pharaohs heading into the Gravitrax, but that last section of the Gravitrax really did them dirty though, as we now head into the Saucy Snakes and the Phantom Flashers with Pizza and Fizz. See how their road looks quite even, so far it looks like Saucy Snakes currently have the lead as of now, and they have quite a big lead heading into the Gravitrax. It looks like they're going to hold it all the way through. The Saucy Snakes are going to advance here.
Yeah, that race wasn't really even close. The Phantom Flashes were faster than the Mossy Maniacs, but Pizza here ran just such a good course for the Saucy Snakes, the team that has been struggling so much, just like the Mossy Maniacs, and that allows them to get a pretty good win here. As we go into the Thunder Waves versus the Speeding Snakes, they've been in great form recently. They've climbed up to third in the table. As they go down, they're about even with the Thunder Waves, a bit slow through the Plinko are both of them, but the Speeding Snakes with the slight advantage. As they are going a little bit faster than the Gravitrax, they're extending that lead now, and the Speeding Snakes, the Thunder Waves made a game out of it in the end, but the Speeding Snakes will win this one rather easily.
Yeah, I was about to say, Thunder Waves, they almost catch up, and I wonder if that Gravitrax section was a little bit longer, would have them been able to overtake the Speeding Snakes and get that advancement? No, for sure, as we now move on to Heat 4, Sushi Smashers and the Water Warriors now rolling. Oh, it looks like the Water Warriors get out the tiniest of leads so far. Dead center as we head into the Gravitrax. Water Warriors have the lead, and now it's close, but it will be the Water Warriors who win it. That was a really close battle between the two of them, though.
Yeah, that really showed what the Gravitrax section could do once they exit their individual lanes, as it was back and forth, though the Water Warriors ended up winning pretty easily by the end. But you can see there were a few passes. Team Tricolor take on the Lightning Bugs now. As they're lined up, down we go. The staircase, the Lightning Bugs have the advantage, and Team Tricolor is stuck. That is terrible for them. The Lightning Bugs are going to be getting free advancement, and that is going to be a guaranteed last place for Team Tricolor. That is very, very unfortunate there for Tricolor of Team Tricolor. Not good news for them.
Yeah, very bad news for them. But it will be very good news for the Lightning Bugs, considering they aren't as doing well in the standings, I believe, here. So they're gonna get a boost in the standings here, as they're now gonna move up to Fantastic Freeze and Team Saturn in Heat number 6. We're rolling it. It looks like it's Fantastic Freeze who currently has the early lead here, heading into the Gravitrax. Will they be able to hold it by the looks of it? No! Now they be able to get it back, and they take it from Team Saturn right at the 9.
Yeah, it did get a bit scary for Sleet through the individual lanes, as they were quite slow compared to Ringer, who was pretty fast. But once they got to the open Gravitrax, Sleet regained that lead and ended up winning pretty comfortably. As we go into Paint from the Mason Acrylics versus Sticky of the Slime Balls, these two teams have kind of had the opposite trajectory, as the Slime Balls had 1 point after 2 events, while the Acrylics were leading the standings. Now they're about even in the standings with each other, but the Slime Balls have the advantage at the moment. The Acrylics are a little bit back. Oh, they take the lead briefly, but the Slime Balls take a better line at the end, and we get the win.
That was a very close race between the two of them all throughout, and Slime Balls are gonna get quite a good time here. Gonna be quite good for them and the amazing critics, but they're not gonna get as poor for time here. That might boost them up in the 9th through 16th ranks, but we now have Heat 8 Citron Crusaders versus Lemonade Dashers. And we're running at Citron Crusaders, who are currently leading, but they get stuck! Oh no! It will be an easy win for the Lemonade Dashers here, because they get stuck themselves, but it looks like they vote Lemonade Dashers will be advancing on here.
Yeah, very, very poor from the Citron Crusaders. They're going to be tying with Team Tricolor, so they will get a point despite the terrible performance because they got stuck in the same spot. But Sour, that's not a really good time. They didn't even have to try, though. So they will take the easy advancement here. You see the standings.
See the 9th through 16th standings. Look at that. Amazing critics do manage to win it. So now move on to Heat 1.
The Lemonade Lashers taking on the Fast Pharaohs. Down they go. No, the Lemonade Lashers that lead the staircases. Down through the Plinko, they continue to hold the lead. As they slalom back and forth, it is a very big lead for the Lashers, and that is not good for the Fast Pharaohs. And this leaves the door wide open for the Speeding Snakes, considering they are only 6 points behind.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite bad news for the Fast Pharaohs there, but good news for the Lemonade Dashers. They might be able to go up a couple of spots in the championship because of this event here. As you now move on to the Saucy Snakes and Slime Balls, Pizza and Sticky here. And they are running. It's actually the Slime Balls that get out in front early on, though it looks like the Saucy Snakes trying to bring it back, but the Slime Balls also brought themselves back in this race, and it's going to be a very close matchup. Looks like it's going to be the Saucy Snakes just barely advancing over the Slime Balls here.
That race was absolutely incredible. It was back and forth through the whole race, and then in the grav tracks, she got even close to the slime balls, took the lead there, and then just through the better line, you can see you can get a bit of a speed boost if you use the momentum of the track to go faster, and that's what the Snakes did to get the win. And now the other Snake team, the Speeding Snakes, take on the Fantastic Freeze. Cobra, the Reserve versus Sleet. Down they go. It's lockstep as they enter the Plinko, but it's the Speeding Snakes who take a big lead as the Sleet really struggled in the Plinko, and it's not going to be challenged. The Speeding Snakes are moving on. That is not good news for the Fast Pharaohs.
Yeah, that means they will be able to at least gain some kind of points on them. The Speeding Snakes will. Fantastic Freeze unfortunately get eliminated here. That's quite a poor time by them. Of Sleet there. Speeding Snakes fans look excited to be moving on here as we now have the Water Warriors and the Lightning Bugs. Two blue teams going at it here. They'll do the Lightning Bugs. Start out with a massive lead already. Let's see if they'll be able to hold it heading into the gravel tracks like they are currently holding it at the moment. Will the Water Warriors be able to catch up? No, they will not. Lightning Bugs will get an easy victory here.
I'll give some credit to Southern with the Water Warriors because they made it very, very close, almost scaring the Lightning Bugs at the end. But they did not have enough time as the Lightning Bugs were still able to cruise to a win. So take a look at the results. 5th through 16th, it's the Slime Balls getting the best of the rest. Sleet does do the worst of the top half, though. As we head into our first semifinal, it's Sour versus Bright, Lemonade Lashers versus the Lightning Bugs. Down they go. Lightning Bugs with a much better start, but the Lemonade Lashers are going to bring it back a little. But through the Plinko, it's the Lightning Bugs who are faster as we enter the grab tracks section. Now the open grab tracks, and this is going to be an easy, easy win for the Lightning Bugs who are going to the final.
Yeah, the Lightning Bugs are going to go all the way to the finals here. That's going to help them massively here as we are in the second half of the season. Lemonade Lashers will still be in the third place matchup, so this event isn't necessarily over for them as we now have the Saucy Snakes and the Speeding Snakes. The two Snake teams are going up against each other here. Looks like it's the Speeding Snakes actually that have a slight lead over the Saucy Snakes here. Now it's a dead tie heading into the gravel tracks. No idea who's going to advance as of now, and oh, another close finish there. Looks like the Saucy Snakes might have barely edged them though. We have to check for the replay for sure. And the Saucy Snakes will be advancing on to the finals here.
I think that is the first time in history in a head-to-head matchup that the Saucy Snakes have beat the Speeding Snakes. It's happened in events before, but I think this is the first time head-to-head, and what a great race that was. What a way to do it. As the Speeding Snakes are going to be taking on the Lemonade Lashers in the bronze match coming up. Speeding Snakes a bit disappointed to lose to the team, their rival that they have dominated so much, considering they are the most successful team in the league, as we're about tied in the moment. It's the sweepstakes, though, with a slight advantage as they enter the Gravitrax. As they exit, Sour tries to make a pass, but Cobra is slightly faster in the end and picks up the bronze for his team, and it'll be interesting to see where this puts them in the standings. I'm not sure if it will take the lead.
Yeah, but if they did take the lead, they're going to be very close to the lead for sure. Speeding Snakes, I'm sure their fans will be cheering on them that they got a medal in this event. As we now move on to the finals, Lightning Bugs and the Saucy Snakes. Who's going to take the gold here? Looks like it's currently Saucy Snakes currently out in front. They've been looking excellent all of this event so far. Looks like they're going to have another victory here, and it's going to be a wide one. The Saucy Snakes are going to win this event.
For the first time in their history, the Saucy Snakes win gold, and what better way to do it than in a dominant fashion? A 10.25. That is a ridiculous time. Pizza, the Saucy Snakes, did not want to leave any doubt that they would be the winner of this event, as they easily beat the Lightning Bugs by a full section of the Gravitrax. Congratulations to them. A very impressive feat. Take a look at the standings. Of course, the Saucy Snakes in first, Lightning Bugs in second, and the Speeding Snakes in third. Unfortunately for the Lashers, they just missed the podium.
Standings, the Speeding Snakes do overtake, but it's a tie currently. The next event, which will be Triathlon.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Stop.